subscribe button. I really appreciate your support. Now we're gonna head on over to Seattle, Washington. I got a band out there that's been making waves across the country. They finally hit it here in New York. They got a premiere song coming out. It's gonna be delivered on the 1st of May. We got it here today. These guys are freaking awesome. Their name is Illusion of Sanity, and they're my next featured guest today, baby. Right here on King of the Pit. Let's go, baby.
King of the Pit Media. So we're our Illusion of Sanity, and I'm Dave. I play guitar and do vocals.
Chris, drums. Miroslav, bass guitar.
Yeah. And Illusion of Sanity from Seattle, Washington. We're inside the Mountain Room in right outside our studio. How long have we been together? Illusion of Sanity started in 2022, and this is a new lineup. Started about a year ago. Introduce yourself and what you did and what you bring to the band, Chris.
I bring drum mayhem.
Yeah, I joined the band maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, so I bring the bass greatness.
And what's Miroslav's model? Bass can be turned down?
Bass can only go up.
Bass only goes up. Metal has been a big part of the music scene for a long time. But what makes Illusion of Sanity different?
You know, everybody is unique, but I think we're uniquely unique because our cohesion between three of us comes from cosmic resonance. So to be specific, Dave is playing guitar, playing his solos and heavy riffs while singing.
Yes, and Miroslav throws down on the bass with the heavy, heavy riff and the slap. And Chris?
I play drums.
What's the scene like in your area?
Well, go ahead.
I think it's thriving. I mean, I think we're lucky to live in Seattle because there's so many venues to play. There's so many great musicians. Everybody's doing a lot of different types of music. So it leaves kind of a space for everybody, you know, and gives us our little corner of the world, our little niche. So, yeah.
Some of these great bands like Kitsa, like Headless Bastard, Versipol, Foul Blooded, Metaphoria, Violent Insurrection, and Hellbox are some of the great bands that we've been able to play with locally, and these brothers are really bringing the music scene back to life after the break from COVID. Things are really back on track for a vigorous metal scene.
Indeed. Vigorous.
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 With vigorosity.
Yes, that too.
So tell us about our upcoming music.
If relevant.
Yeah, well, I'll say that we've spent January and February in the studio. We've been working on the mixing. We're ready to release single number 1 called Gravity on May 1st. And we got the second single coming out in June, which is The Darkening Destiny. Ooh, that looks so nice.
That's awesome.
What's the name of the venue?
The Mountain Room.
And tell the camera two things nice about the Mountain Room.
The Mountain Room was the original Rainier Brewery tasting rooms that opened in 1950 until 1999. And we focus on all things local beer, local cider, local spirits, and local bands.
Where can people find your music?
I think I'm going to pass this one to you.
People can find our music on all streaming services throughout planet Earth. So Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, any streaming platform that you can imagine, Illusion of Sanity will be there. And on May 1st, that single Gravity will launch, and we hope you'll really enjoy it.
What's next for 2026? Upcoming shows or more new music?
Well, we've got some gigs planned in August. We're going to be at the Axe Kickers. We're going to be kicking axe with Metaphoria and a couple of other great bands. And we have a number of singles that are scheduled to launch. And one of the singles is the Baltic Chain song, which will be launching on August 23rd, which is the exact date of the Baltic Chain in 1989 on August 23rd, when the peoples of Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania joined together in a 400-mile-long human chain made up of 2 million people. So we're looking forward to launching that single, and then the album should release in the latter part of this year, probably in October.
I highly encourage you to Google that.
Yes, Google and YouTube.
Gemini that.
Yeah, Gemini that. Hey Gemini, what was the Baltic Chain?
What would you like the audience of the show, King of the Pit, to take most about your music? There's a lot of influence on our music. Like, we respect bands such as Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Pantera, Misfits, Danzig, Slayer, Metallica, Merciful Fate, and of course, I hope you will love our band, Illusion of Sanity. Those legends have inspired us throughout all these years to write this amazing music and this latest album that's gonna release very soon, starting with the first song, Gravity, on May 1st. Don't forget that.
We're having fun.
All right, this is Illusion of Sanity from Seattle, Washington, and we'd like to thank Lex from King of the Pit Media for having us on and interviewing us.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Peace. Wait, come up with something interesting about Chris's drums. Like you did this good. Like we used to have like the Slayer, the snare, the
Something about the symbol.
the beheader of the bass drum, the cipher of the cymbals.
The slayer of the cymbals.